Hey again, everybody. So today I want to talk about endurance and persistence. So endurance and persistence, there's a lot of examples of this that you can bring up for an average person. And I think many people don't attribute that word or those words to a lot of the things that we do day to day. Because the most examples that you think of when you think of those words are physical, mental, even spiritual, or the habits that we have. And so with the physical endurance or persistence, it's how consistent are you with the gym? How long can you run for? Things like that. And then mental maybe would be how much do you read, or how many math problems can you solve in X amount of time. And so when you think of these words, at least me, I don't really first think of anything super deep. When I think endurance, I think mostly physical things, mostly running, mostly things that are going to cause discomfort, and how long can you stand that discomfort. And so to tie this into the quote that I have at the beginning, which is from Berserk. So this is the now second time that I've used a quote from a manga since the last video I did the quote from Vinland Saga. But this one is, even without some big exaggerated dream, people go on living. And the people go on living part is kind of mostly what I'm tying this to with the persistence. But I think that the first part of that quote is pretty applicable here too, that you don't need to have some massive dream, or at least you don't need to compare what your goal is to someone, because the exaggeration or the loftiness of the dream is really up to the individual. And so saying that, oh, my goal is kind of more important than yours is, it just doesn't make any sense, because we do the things that we do day to day for our own very individual, very personal reasons. So to go back to persistence and endurance on a much larger scale, taking it out of the context of physical and mental, we all have a quiet choice in everything that we do to persist in that thing. And this is mostly with the things that we do, on a daily basis. And so it could be choosing to even get out of bed, or choosing to go to the gym, or to go to work, or to go to school, or to study, or to eat, or to not eat, or to smoke, or to not smoke, or to drink, or to not drink. And we're always making that quiet choice of persisting in that thing, because our lives are built up out of habits. And those habits are really what make us who we are. And so to step back, examining what those individual habits are, we begin to realize where our persistence and our endurance lies. And I think a lot of people don't realize how much endurance that they have, because there is an endurance in just being able to get yourself out of bed. there is a level of persistence to getting yourself to get to work and to clock in and to have to deal with that bad coworker that you don't want to see. And so a lot of people, if you ask them, do you think you are strong or do you think you are weak? Unfortunately, I feel like a lot of people are going to say that they're weak because naturally we want to, or we don't want to come across as self-centered or egotistical, or we always think, oh, I could always be doing better on this thing, I'm weak. But I think taking the moment to kind of realize how stronger we are in reality than kind of what we give ourselves credit for is an important thing to do, at least every little while. And so that is to say that you should be proud that you do make that quiet choice to persist and endure. And that even if you don't have some big exaggerated dream, you're still going on living. That is something to be proud of. And so, for my fellow college students who, like me, don't have a whole lot of free time and are working hard for goals that may not even happen, that good job. You know, we are making that quiet choice. So, yeah, keep on choosing to persist. That's all I have for you for today. I'll see you in the next one.